It's showtime at Homestead, Miami.
Andre Baranowskis at the line, steals it in the Indy 250.
Logan to Baxter's in trouble, let it go. Gordon's in the wall, jumps right around.
Side by side on the final lap, coming to the checkered flag.
Steve Morgan, the last lap pass, and the victory in Las Vegas.
Welcome to the NOFSRL.
Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. I got something for you, a little more for you. You won't believe your eyes. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now. Just watch me now.
Welcome to Thunder Rally for round number 8 of the 2020 New Era Cup Series. We are at the Bristol Motor Speedway in Bristol, Tennessee for the Curb Records 500. Good afternoon, everyone. I am Mari Sakala. Glad you could all join us for New Era Cup Series action today. We are at the Bristol Motor Speedway, and it's the first time since Season 1 we've made the return to Bristol. And this is a track with high banks, and it's a very narrow, short track. High banked track. You can barely go 3 wide. 2 wide is the only answer here. And there is one warning that these drivers have to have today, and that is patience. When you come to a track like Bristol, the bumper can get too aggressive, and this is going to be a one-groove track as well. The high side will be working for these cars today, and you need to have a lot of patience. You can't be going too aggressive. It's a long race, 125 laps around the half-mile banked oval, but it should be a fun one. Should be as well a 1 to 2 stop strategy as well for fuel. The window about 90 laps, but for tires, it's a big question in place because it is pretty cold today. 44 degrees, which means these cars will go faster and likely means the drivers will be putting a lot more wear on their tires than they usually do. Last week at the Texas Motor Speedway, a good photo finish, and Jesse Turner beat Ryan Benjamin in a good one. Closest finish in Texas Motor Speedway history for the New Era Cup Series. Here are how your top 5 in points look. CJ Williams comes in with a 51-point lead over Diego Rossello. Third is Ryan New, 56 points back. Fourth, Carter Friesen, 62 points back. And fifth is Igor Barreto, 64 points back. Let's give you the starting lineup. We'll start from 40th on back. Row number 20 on the outside, Ryan Benjamin and Igor Barreto. Row 19, Nathan Stapleton and Brian Ferris. Row 18, Zach Ryan and Tyler Markle. Row 17, Christian Vargas and Ryan New. Row 16, teammates Stuart Grant and Zachary Fitzwater. Row 15, Matt Tuck and Alex Lozano. Row 14, Matthew Logan and Edwin Mendez. Row 13, Ethan Hoffman and Casey Nanico. Row 12, Marty Johnson and John Andrews. Row 11, Cody Smart and Eric Monaco. Row 10, CJ Williams and Carter Friesen. Row 9, Trey Bartow and Benny Watson. Row 8, Luke Rainey and Neil Clifford. Row 7, Eli Bright and Justin Zidell. Row 6 is Daniel Boyles and Diego Rossello. And your top 10, starting 10th, Jesse Turner. 9th, Gatlin Downey. 8th, Derek Hamill. 7th, Jonathan Logan. 6th, Brian Webb. 5th, Patrick Smith. 4th is Johnny Gardner. 3rd, Colin Denton. And on the front row, starting 2nd, Christian Vargas. Mitchell Collins. That was from last year's my mistake. And on the pole, Steve Morgan. Field is just about set to roll off. 125 laps, 62.5 miles. Stages will end at laps 31 and 63. And we will restart the race for the 19 because Collins decided, you know what, it's a good idea to blow up. Why not? So all 40 cars roll off. No issues for Mitchell Collins. Let's mention the windows as well. Fuel window about 90 laps, so it could be a one-stop race on fuel. But for tires, with the fact that it's a cold day, 44 degrees at Bristol, could be two-stop strategies. First New Era Cup Series race at Bristol since season number 1. Steve Morgan and Mitchell Collins will bring the field to the green for round 8 of the New Era Cup Series. There's just one thing left to say. This is Bristol. It's showtime in Thunder Valley. Morgan got after a great jump, but there's the high line working perfectly, and Mitchell Collins takes the early lead. Johnny Gardner makes his way up to second. Here comes Brian Webb on the outside on Steve Morgan. Morgan goes from first to fourth in only the span of a single lap. Collins leads lap number 1. Here comes Gardner and Webb. The Fords are really rocking it early on here. Gardner, Webb, Hamill in second, third, and fourth. All drivers come out clean there. Jesse Turner, Steve Morgan, 2 Camaros battling it out for a top 5 spot. Now Turner, last week's winner at Texas. Looks on the outside on Hamill for 4th on the track. He takes that away. Now here is Webb and Garner just near each other. Webb trying to maybe pull a bump and run early on Johnny Garner. I know Garner would not appreciate that early on in the race, moving out of the groove. Remember, patience is the most important key here at Bristol today. Remember, a lot of these drivers have never raced at Bristol before. Johnny Garner, who is one of the few 6-season veterans of the sport, raced here back in season 1, finished 4th in the night race here. And right now, Webb is being patient, but I think he was probably too patient because he's got Jesse Turner on his rear end. For a side-by-side battle, you see Cody Smart go by Derek Hamill for the 10th position. Denton will now take 10th away from Hamill. Another good battle happening there. That's Luke Rainey and Daniel Boyles battling for the top 5 spot in the race. Rainey takes it away, and he's got a good gap on the 47 early on. Now Morgan trying the outside on Daniel. That's for the 6th position. Morgan trying to rebound after the tough start where he fell from 1st to 4th in a single lap. A lot of these drivers aren't really that much used to short tracks in the past few seasons. The only short tracks we've really gone to is Phoenix, a 1-mile track. And last year we made the return to Richmond in the New Era Cup Series. A few more short tracks have been added to the list this season. Webb on that back bumper of Gardner once again for the runner-up spot. Jesse Turner behind the 6. Here's Luke Rainey. Let's say keep on board with the 15 car. How is he doing going into turn number 1? Got to be pretty fast speed. About 145 miles an hour. Then on the brakes, back off the gas near the exit of turn number 2. And then tops out again at 146. So no way on earth you'll see speeds of 200 today. Morgan looking on Rainey. Morgan, the defending champion of the New Era Cup Series, currently running in at the 6th spot. CJ Williams, your points leader, coming in. 51 point gap on teammate Diego Rossello. For an 8th position at the moment. First time he's been at the Bristol Motor Speedway ever. I think the only ones that have raced at Bristol before, if you go through the rundown, there's a side-by-side battle happening here. Morgan takes the outside here on Luke Rainey for 5th, and Morgan's got it. Oh, Carter Friesen coming down the pits. I think we had a yellow. No, we did not, but Friesen's got damage. Also damage to the 17 of John Andrews. Nanikos lost the... And there was no caution? Friesen, I think, is done for the day. Look at the right side. All torn to pieces there. All dented up. Go from the back to the front. Everyone else is looking clean. Battle for second. Garner and Webb, 2 Mustangs. Garner, the Homestead Miami winner. I should mention, this is probably our 5th take of recording Bristol. Our first take was done with Nathan Stapleton and Matt Tuck. I appreciate you boys joining me in the booth. That was a wild race. This is my 5th take doing this. 1, 2 through 4 were by myself, but just crazy shenanigans happening at the start of these races. This track completely different, by the way, from season number 1. There's that PJ1 you see on the low line here, but the PJ1 actually doesn't really work that well at this newer version of Bristol Motor Speedway. We were using the version that Napa Fan currently uses in his series, where the low line is key. Now, all of them are using low lines, but the passing groove is up high. That's like a turbo boost there if you want to go high. Brian Webb was thinking about doing that for a moment on Garner. Morgan's got a good run here on Jesse Turner for 4th on the track, but he's going to be patient. 4 cars right now, all nose to tail at the moment. 20 laps are in the books. Mitchell Collins has led them all in the 19 machine. 2 of his teammates have won this season. That's Ethan Hoffman at Phoenix and Brian Ferris at Atlanta. He'd like to be the 3rd Gibbs machine to win this year. Turner now still on that back bumper. Morgan is laid off for just a moment. Here comes Trey Bartow in the 27. And man, this guy has had a good start to his New Era Cup Series career. Almost won at Texas, but had to come in. Remember, that was a fuel mileage race at the end. And just couldn't find a way to save enough fuel. No one saved enough fuel at the end. And then it was Turner versus Benjamin battling for the win. Boyles thought inside on Bowling for a moment. Turner thought inside on Webb. Collins doesn't really point up that much of a bigger gap. He's remaining consistent, keeping Garner within a half second behind in his rearview mirror. That's what you really want to see for right now at the moment. Take you to the first side-by-side battle on track if we have any. It's going to be right here. Denton battling with Zach Ryan. That's outside the top 10. Actually, Hoffman and Denton. Hoffman trying to make a pass on the low line. Pretty rare at this version of Bristol, but that didn't work out. Ethan Hoffman currently running in 16th position at the moment. Let's take you back and see if we have another side-by-side. Here we go. Outside Patrick Smith on Brian Ferris. That is for 27th on the track. You see Carter Friesen, the slower car, the rear end damage, and they got some left side damage. The right side got fully repaired by the JTGD team. You see Nanico with no front end. Andrews, I think he's still got that damaged right side. You can see a few scrapes there. Remember, stage 1 ends in just under 3 laps, and Mitchell Collins is likely going to take it unless we get a yellow coming out here. It's not coming out. Gardner gets a little bit tight up in 1 and 2, though. Could open the door for Brian Webb. He's not taking advantage of it just yet. 1 to go in stage number 1, and it's still Collins out in front. Gardner's closed the gap down to about 3 tenths, though. But I don't think Garner will be able to catch up to Collins unless Mitchell has a really bad issue here. Off of turn number 4, it is Collins picking up stage number 1. There's the top 10. They all go by. And let's give them to you right now at the moment because they're going to stay single file. Collins, Garner, Webb, Turner, Boyles, Williams, Morgan, Bartow, Rainey, and Smart. Garner has closed the gap now down to 2 tenths. He is coming fast. Shows you how much experience he's got. In fact, if you look at this top 10, only one that is throughout the entire field. Only drivers that have raced at Bristol in the past in the New Era Cup Series, besides Johnny Garner, would probably be Artie Johnson in the 12. Johnson currently running the Daytona 500 winner in 24th. There goes Fitzy by on Vargas. He gained 2 spots in the left. Jonathan Logan is another driver that's raced here before. Drove the 40 for the now defunct Hillman Jr. Racing team. Same with Edwin Mendez, raced in the 4 back in season number 1. So we've had 4 drivers race here before at Bristol Motor Speedway. Stage 2 ending at lap number 63. It's been clean throughout the race. Webb tried to peek to the outside on Garner. Garner said, hey, I'm not having any of that, man. Jesse Turner says, I'm going to try the outside, see if I can get this to work. It's tough to get the high side to work the entire race because you've got there's a lot more grip on the high side, but with that more grip though, being very tight up in the turns, even though you get the boost, it's wearing your tires out a lot more. Turner's going to try the outside. This is open the door though for Daniel Voiles in the 47, currently running in the 5th spot. There was a pass, by the way, for 8th position. Cody Smart got by, and Turner stuck on the bottom. Here comes Voiles. Voiles takes 4th position away. He came close to winning at Homestead, Miami, but lost out to fresher tires. Look at the run CJ Williams has in the 24. Gets by Turner. He's up to 5th. Morgan says, I want to go too. Let's take you from the visor cam with CJ. Look at how banked this track is. I believe this is a 31 degree, these are 31 degree turns if I recall correctly. There goes Morgan on the top side. And Webb looking inside on Gardner for second. You just saw in the background on your screen in the row bar prevented it from seeing it. Gardner keeps 2nd spot away, and Williams is falling back. Here comes Smart, Rainey, and Bartow, top side of the track. This is getting dicey now. Morgan looking for 4th on the track, and with this side-by-side racing, top 3 are starting to pull away. They've been in the top 3 the entire day today. Luke Rainey up to the 5th position. Bartow goes to 6th. Here comes Derek Hamill. He was in the top 10 last lap. Now he's up to, I think, maybe 8th, maybe 7th. At the stripe, he was 7th. Just ahead of Daniel Voiles. Now CJ Williams currently outside the top 10. Smart lost a lot of ground there because of the low line. Now Morgan up to the back bumper of Brian Webb. Webb now trying to get inside of Garner. We're being very patient right now, which is what I like to see. The first take was a wild wreck fest. Drivers coming in under green flag conditions. Not what you really wanted to see. 46 laps are in the books. Why don't we give you a full field rundown at the moment? Collins the leader, Garner 2nd, Webb 3rd, Morgan 4th, Rainey 5th, Bartow 6th, Hamill 7th, Voiles 8th, Turner 9th, and Smart is 10th. Williams 11th, Matthew Logan 12th, Ryan 13th, Denton 14th, Tuck 15th, Benjamin is 16th, 17th, 16th is Hoffman, 18th Stapleton, 19th Seidel, 20th now goes to Lozano. 21st is Gretton, 22nd Markle, 23rd Smith, 24th, now going for 23rd, is Fitzwater. 25th Johnson, 26th New, 27th Jonathan Logan, 28th Ferris, 29th Downey, 30th is Vargas, 31st is Monaco, 32nd Bright, 33rd is Barretto, 34th is Clifford, 35th is Watson, 35th is Ralsello, 36th now is Watson, but he takes it back to 35th, 37th is Andrews, 38th is Mendez. Pass for 3rd here. Morgan on the outside of Webb. He's got that. So now you got 2 of the greats in the New Era Cup Series trying to charge down. But here's a crossover move by Webb trying to take 3rd position back, and he's got it. Williams and Voiles are battling just in the back of the pack there. That is for the 9th spot, if I recall correctly, but Voiles, I think he may be coming down pit road. Nope, got past the Turner. Voiles may have a problem or something, but everyone's just coming into that high side. Meanwhile, the battle for 2nd back on between those 2 Mustangs, Gardner and Webb. Only 9 to go, though. Make it 8 laps to go. 7.5 now until stage 2 concludes. Now Webb goes top side. He got a little bit tight in 3 and 4. Opens up the door for Steve Morgan, but Webb staying high. Shuts the door in front of the 13. He remains in 3rd. Six cars right now currently under a blanket at the moment. Hamill within under a second to Mitchell Collins. Now Webb got bumped out of the way. Morgan right now is, I think, the first driver of this lead pack to be impatient. He just tried to put the chrome horn on Brian Webb. Webb commits high. Gardner shuts the door on him, though. Now Rainey may use the bumper on Steve Morgan. It could be because these tires are starting to wear out for a little bit. I am not sure, though. Bartow, meanwhile, battling C.J. Williams back for 7th spot. Morgan and Rainey, because now Morgan, does he get bump and run once again by the 15? I think he used it. I think he did. This is from the aerial shot here. Webb wants to go with. Now Rainey's going to lose a lot of ground. Here goes Hamill. That's for 5th. And now look at the gap the 19th's put up. He's led every lap so far today. The gap is now up to 0.8 of a second. Battle for 3rd. Hamill takes that away. It's getting pretty wild. These guys all want bonus points, especially C.J. Williams. Would love to extend that lead over Diego Rossello. Ryan New, the closest in the points that's up in this pack as well, probably Luke Rainey, who is 8th coming in 72 back. And for stage 2, give it to Collins. Here's your top 10. Smart just holds off Daniel Boyles. So your top 10. Collins and Garner, Hamill, Webb, Bartow, Morgan, Williams, Turner, Rainey, and Smart. Qualifying was a big key, and if you actually started, I think people would have rather started 2nd rather than the pole, and that's what Collins wanted to start in 2nd spot. The pole went to Morgan. Morgan's fallen all the way back to 6th position, and right now Mitchell Collins, he has led every lap so far in this race, trying to become the 3rd Gibbs driver to win a race this season. Morgan was thinking about going to the outside on Bartow for 5th on the track. Nothing working there. Now do these 3 Fords here, Garner, Hamill, and Webb, do they team up and try to get by the Toyota? Here you see Brian Ferris. He made a stop down pit road. Some of these drivers short pitting, trying to get some fresher tires and make some moves on the leaders. Try to gain some spots. Hamill goes outside, almost into the wall goes Derek Hamill. And it's for pit stops. That's why. Leader comes down, Mitchell Collins. Gardner and Webb also come down pit road. One of the longer pit roads here. Bristol starts in turn 2, ends in turn 1. These guys, because they all start near the front, they've got pit stalls towards the front. Gardner and Webb want a good strategy. Work with the best car here, which is Mitchell. And the best part here, unlike the yellow flag pit stalls, they don't have to stop and wait for the field, which is something we saw in the first take. Everyone's going for tires, and they got these guys pitted on lap 69. A nice time to stop there for these drivers, no pun intended. This should be their only stop of the race then. Webb, Garner, and Collins all come out at the same time. Collins gets ahead of both. Now Barretto makes his way down pit road. Some near contact with the race leaders. Show you who else is in the pits. There you see the 13, Morgan. He assumed the lead after those top 3 drivers came in. Is this a 4-tire change for the 13 car? Yes, it is. Usually takes them about 2 laps for the drivers that pitted first to get up to the lead pack. Bristol, one of those wider pit roads. See here if we can find the leaders. There they are. There's Collins, and they're working on lap traffic. I think he's got the lead. Yes, he does. Gets by Morgan. Morgan actually goes to 2nd with that. Williams, I think, is in 3rd, and Garner back in 4th. Only one that has not pitted yet, I believe, would be Neil Clifford in the 53. So let's see if we can find... Oh, I think I just saw him. There he is. He's making his exit. So now the lead goes to Mitchell Collins. Back out in front of 19, but there is a lot of traffic that he has to deal with, though. And Morgan is on his back bumper. Oh, Williams actually took the lead away. C.J. Williams out front, but has to deal with traffic of his own. Give me the replay on how he made the pass for the lead. Collins just went low. Williams said, I'm going to go high. And now Williams slowed down by lap traffic. Now does this help out Steve Morgan? Look at Collins. He's falling all the way back to third and could lose that there to Johnny Garner. Now this is where the racing gets good. It's like short track racing at your local track. You got to deal with lap traffic. Here goes Morgan on the outside trying to take the lead away. New leader of the 13, Garner looking for second. Oh, this is going to get good now. Traffic ahead. Now is the time. You just got to be really patient. Some of these drivers want that lead badly because who knows when the caution comes out. You want to be in the lead on the single file restart because of the high line. Garner goes high. Morgan is low for the lead. The 2 car, Johnny Garner, who's got the most experience of everyone at Bristol to the front. Ooh, Tuck and Friesen almost shut the door on the leader. Oh, Friesen got bumped from Tuck. Oh, my. That got tight. They're 3 wide. Hang on, folks. Morgan just shuts the door on Brian Webb. He falls back to 4th. 3rd is Williams. Was Williams, I should say. Falling back a lot to Friesen. And now your top 2 have a good gap. Now could it be Garner and Collins battling for the win? Garner won 2 weeks ago at Homestead, Miami. Collins has never won in the New Era Cup Series. He's been close many, many times. Brian Webb outside trying to go by lap traffic and Matt Tuck. Currently there's 28 cars on the lead lap. Next one they would catch up to could be Eli Bright, but the yellow's out. First yellow of the day is out. Who's it for? That could be it. Oh, Turner, Bartow, Hoffman, Denton, Jonathan Logan, and they're just stacking them up trying to miss the wreck. So 82 laps in the books, and we get our first yellow, and that's going to change everything. Oh, Denton not happy at Mendez. Lap traffic likely the case there. Now, does anyone come in or does anyone stay out? I think everyone's going to stay out, especially after pit stops. First yellow out of the day on lap number 83. First one we saw spinning. Last week's winner, Jesse Turner. He's called it a day. Let's see what happened. So let's start off with turn 2. Watch Nanico and Bartow. Nanico bumps the 27, and that puts Turner into the inside wall. Can't control the car. Hits the inside wall and just turns Bartow. Those are hard shots for those 2 drivers. A tough break for Trey Bartow. Ethan Hoffman nowhere to go. The momentum on the banking, that transition from high to low. A tough break for the number 18. And then there's that stack of Zidell just misses it. There's Mendez, Barreto, Vargas, both Logans. Get a piece of the action. Does John Andrews get it? There's Eli Bright as well. He's going to gain a lot of spots out of this. Was close to going a lap down to leader Johnny Garner. They all committed low, but then saw the wreck, and they decided to go high. Come to the yellow. Here's a real-time shot for you. Yikes. Oh, man, that is a shot for Turner and Bartow. Lozano just misses it on the inside. Then watch the stack up here. Denton gets into Bartow, and here we go. We've got an onboard with Igor Barreto to show you that stack up. No one else with any of the other guys. So this is the only onboard we'll show, then we'll get back to green. Onboard Barreto. Nowhere to go, just rams the 0-0 of Vargas. Tough break. First yellow is out at Bristol Motor Speedway. Let's get ready for the restart. We get ready to go back to green. Let's reset the field for you. After that, the driver's done for the day. Luke Rainey, Diego Rossello had issues earlier on. Tough break for the 15 car. Hoffman and Nanico, Barreto likely done. Same with Jesse Turner. He's already out of it. Your race leader, Johnny Garner. Mitchell Collins second. Steve Morgan third. Brian Webb fourth. And Cody Smart rounds out the top 5. Into the restart zone. Garner gets on the gas. A good jump for the 2. Commits low. That may be a little bit too risky. Because Collins is very good on the high side today. They get away clean. Now Morgan goes high, trying to get by Stapleton. Brian Webb gets by. Cody Smart, he's made his way up to 5th position. Webb and Smart going to work here, see if they can get by Steve Morgan. Everyone's going clean for right now here at Bristol. Cody, teammates from Stuart Haas. Cody Smart, Stuart Grant. Remember, Grant's currently locked down. I think I saw the yellow come out. It is. Second yellow's out. What's it for? Oh, there we go. Freeze into the wall. That's not what it was for, though. The smoke, I think it's in turn 3. I don't know. Second yellow, though, is out. That's interesting. We'll have to see what happened, but Garner remains in the race lead. There is the flagman waving the caution. Let's see. This fixed angle on the backstretch pit wall will show us. I think that was Downey getting into Colin Denton, and Lozano misses another wreck. Oh my goodness. See if this will show us as well. Yeah, Downey just gets in the back of Colin Denton, and around he goes. Marty Johnson gets a piece of the accident as well. Tough break for him. He's got an onboard. Lozano just misses another one. Yeah, just got tapped from the, just got hit from the 34 of Denton and the 52 of Downey. Yellow's out. We get ready to go back to green. Second yellow's out for a spin involving Gatlin Downey and Colin Denton. Reset the field for you as we get ready to go back to green. Johnny Garner, the leader. Mitchell Collins, second. Steve Morgan, third. Brian Webb, fourth. Cody Smart, fifth. C.J. Williams, sixth. Ryan Benjamin in seventh. Zach Ryan, eighth. Derek Hamill, ninth. Brian Ferris is 10th. Into the restart zone. Back to racing at the last great Coliseum. Garner gets on the gas early as well. Collins and Garner come at high. Morgan's having trouble getting by. Oh, man, that got close. Stapleton almost got turned by Garner, or by Morgan, excuse me. Here comes Webb trying to take advantage of it. He's running in fourth spot. Now a lap car separates second and third. Now what does Stapleton do to possibly help Collins? He thought about going high for a moment. Only 30 laps to go here at Bristol. 96 laps are on the board. You've got 5 cars in this blanket, 4 of them battling for the race lead. Williams gets by. He's up to 6th. Benjamin 7th. Here comes Hamill and Ferris. They decide to commit top side, even though they're dealing with lap traffic still. Oh, watch the run, Benjamin. And Hamill gets to use that boost. See if... Oh, Williams and Smart shut the door on them. Benjamin remains high. Hamill goes low. Oh, Morgan a little bit loose off of turn 4. Keeps the car straight, right in third. Garner puts another gap on Mitchell Collins. Now Ryan and Fitz. Whoa! Fitzy almost got his teammate. In the back of the pack, by the way. Fitzy, I believe, if I recall correctly, is in 12th. Smith is in 13th now. Here comes Foyle's top side for a spot. Now, if we go green to the end, could lap traffic be a factor? Vargas is X. Oh, there's a factor. There's a yellow. Or is that Benny Watson just blowing up? I don't see the yellow light on. That's a tough break. I think the engine just let go. We stay green, though. Top 2 are nosed. Oh! Collins lays back. I don't know what happened with Collins. Did he just get loose off of 2? I think he did. And Garner's put the gap, double the gap there. Ryan Webb, Steve Morgan battling for third. Morgan's having a good day in points today. Same with Ryan Webb. A fun fact, by the way. I don't know if I should say this. I think I will. Brian, I apologize. The first take out you was the winner. So I hope you win again. But you would not have deserved to win the race. That was not a good race. Collins, though, he's caught back up to Johnny Garner. Remember, Garner just ahead of the top 30 in points. Remember, that's where you need to be with a win as well, most likely, if you want to be in the playoffs. Oh, they catch it to Vargas. Hang on, folks. Vargas lets Garner go by, but does not let Collins go by. Remember, that's Vargas' old ride, the 19, and Vargas just says, you know what? I'm going to come in. This is just way too risky. I think they're just trying to figure out what to do with this double zero. Oh, I think he just got a penalty. I don't know, though. We'll have to see the final results in a moment. Back up front, though. Second, top two have pulled away from Steve Morgan and Brian Webb. Morgan's going to look outside on Webb for third. He's got it! Morgan makes the pass stick in 1 and 2. So now my question was, is lap traffic going to be an issue? Gardner, when he crosses the line right there, Denton's in turn 2. We could have lap traffic determine who wins this race in the final laps of the race. We don't know, though. No one knows what's going to happen. It's been a quick one today, though. Only 2 cautions in the race. Last week we had like 8. The first take had like 8 cautions or so this is a good race to use. All remaining single file for right now. CJ Williams and boys that are thinking about going high. Let's take him to 5 if he can. He's got Smart on his tail. Currently running 6th. There your leaders in the background. Morgan just trying to figure out how to get by Nathan Stapleton. That's going to be tough. And Ryan Benjamin, you look from the rearview mirror, gets by the 10 of Smart. Fitzwater got by. He's up to 9th. What a great run for Fitzy right now early on. Smart losing spots big time. Stuart Grant, who I believe is a lap down. He is. Ryan Ferris now to that back bumper of the 10. He's lost a lot of speed. Back up front. Collins up to the back bumper of Johnny Garner with 11 laps to go at Bristol. Benjamin gets by Williams. He finished 2nd last week. You know what he needs right now? A yellow if he wants to get back in the hunt. Needs to get some help from Brian Webb. 10 laps to go. Morgan all over the tail of Stapleton. Well, he's getting impatient. I know he is. Remember, that was my word of the day. Impatience. You gotta be patient here at Bristol, but I think I just saw the yellow flag come out. No, it did not. I apologize. Vargas comes back on the track. I think he's likely going to come in once again. Morgan's getting the high side, though. That could help him out. Not really. Vargas is putting it down in the pit road once again. Garner has put up another gap. 2 wins would be big for Johnny Garner. Would give him 5 more playoff points, and playoff points are key. Those are your bonus points when the playoffs begin. Remember, playoff points accumulate every round until the championship 4. 7 laps to go. There could be traffic ahead. That's Colin Denton. He's in 4. He just entered 4. That could determine who wins the race. 6 laps to go. But now, if a yellow flag comes out, this race is over. Because remember, it's a half-mile track. These short tracks like Bristol have 5 caution laps and not 4. 5 to go. Collins not giving it up. He's going to go high. If Mitchell Collins wants to win this race, he's got to make the move now. A caution could come out any minute. 4 laps to go. He is not giving up. Does Stapleton... Oh, Collins goes high again. Gardner shuts the door. Collins lost a little bit of time. He may have to use the bumper on Johnny Garner. He is just committing high here. Nothing is working. Garner has 3 laps to go. He's got the most experience of these 4 drivers here. He's been in every race since season number 1 of the New Era Cup Series. Best finish at Bristol was 4th in the night race. Collins not giving up. Does he use the bumper here? He's trying. Nothing working yet. Popsicle sticks are up. 2 to go. That may have been Collins' only hope to try to win the race over Johnny Garner. White flag in the air. 1 lap to go for the man with the most wins in the NOFSRL. This, I believe, will give him a win number 15 in the National Offline Stock Sim Racing League. Johnny Garner gets the checkered flag, wins the Curbs Records 500. Big win for Johnny Garner. 2nd win of the season for the number 2. He's done it again. This man is maybe, in my opinion, the greatest driver we've ever had in NR 2003. That is his 15th New Era Cup Series or NOFSRL victory. I think that ties him with Denton, as Collins giving him a good race bump there. We'll confirm and tell you in a moment how many wins this guy has, because he's got a lot. So this is win number 14 in the NOFSRL for Johnny Garner himself. Everyone knows that Johnny is the GOAT. This is also as well his 5th New Era Cup Series victory, so that puts him second on the wins list there, just one behind Colin Denton, who has 6. Here is your top 10. Gardner, Collins, Morgan, Fitzwater finishes 4th. Good day for him. Benjamin, Webb, Voiles, Hamill, Williams, and Smart. We'll show you the rest of the field that retired. So here are how the points standings look. Johnny Garner, his 2nd win of the season. Look at how many spots he gained. Up to 9th in the spots. Collins gained 18 points. Up to 7th. Holy moly there, you can say, at the moment. Everyone that has won a race this season is still in. Turner dropped 5 spots down to 28th. Hoffman dropped to 9th to 26th. And then, who else? Brian Ferris went up 3 to 24th. So here are how the playoffs look at the moment. Gardner's in with 2 wins. CJ Williams is currently in 2nd in points, or 2nd on the grid. 3rd is Marty Johnson. 4th, Tyler Markle. 5th is Brian Ferris. 6th, Ethan Hoffman. And 7th, Jesse Turner. First time, by the way, we've had a repeat winner this year in the New Era Cup Series. So let's go through the rest of the standings. 8th is Steve Morgan. 9th, Neil Clifford. 10th, Brian Webb. Morgan and Webb up 7 and 8 spots respectively. New is 11th. Rossello 12th. Collins 13th. Friesen 14th. Matt Tuck is 15th now. And Igor Barreto is 16th. And the gap there is 2 points. Daniel Voiles 17th. Luke Rainey 18th. Colin Denton 19th. Zachary Fitzwater is 20th. That is going to do it for us today at Bristol Motor Speedway. We are off next weekend because of the Easter break. So we wish you all a very safe and happy Easter. Next race for the New Era Cup Series is going to be on a Saturday night. That is right. And it's also going to be a short track race. That's April 18th, if I recall correctly, at the Richmond Raceway for the Toyota Owners 400. That should be a good one. I hope you all stay safe, and I hope you all stay healthy with what's going on with the virus. That's going to wrap it up for us. I'm Maurice Kelly. You've been watching the NOFSRL New Era Cup Series, where you congratulate Johnny Garner on winning his 2nd race of the season, the Curb Records 500. Thank you all for joining us today, and so long